set. As a reminder, 15 minutes. You can ask 2 questions. We do have an honorary first question for the first person to ask, as always, Ms. Taylor. If anyone joins us on Zoom, we'll make sure to make space for them. I'll call on them if I see their hand raised. If they aren't on Zoom, then we'll just keep it here in the room. With that said, we'll go ahead and get started. Honorary first.
It's a hard one. I ask the same one every time. It's just, can you give me your thoughts on the match?
Oh yeah, my thoughts, honestly, like, I'm like blacking out right now. That was just surreal. Such a cool experience, and it was so much fun playing in front of the fans and like alongside people I've been looking up to my whole life, so.
And then can you talk a little bit about the feeling of just like scoring in Providence Park? Granted, the home crowd isn't like full blast, but I mean, we still probably had 8,000 or 9,000 people here today.
Yeah, I can like only imagine what it's like at a real match because that was electric. But it was really cool to be able to score, and I feel like I was just blessed because MA served me like 3 perfect balls on a platter, so shout out MA, thank you.
Hi, and then I guess I'm wondering, both of you, kind of what the vibe around the team is. So if it's obviously been a second since you've been in, at least like in the match day scheme of things, and then Renee, just like through preseason, what's that been like?
I feel like the vibe has been really good. We were just talking in our last huddle, like we've had, I don't even know, maybe like 30 new faces in and out of the team in the last few months. And it's really hard to like keep a high level, keep a high standard when you have so many new faces, so many new teammates. But I just give credit to every single person who's come into this environment and just put their head down and got to work. And I think it just goes to show that this environment just pushes you, I think, every day. And Renee is a perfect example of that. Like, she's just come in with literally one of the best attitudes I've ever been around. She's so positive. She's such a good teammate, and I love to see players like that just get their flowers, because you see how much work she puts in every single day, and see it all come out like in that way was just so special. So I'm so proud of her and just every player that we've had come into the environment.
Yeah, I couldn't say it better. I think like preseason so far, coming in, I didn't know what to expect, and I was just so grateful to like be given any type of opportunity at this level, and playing with people like Soph and getting to see her come back after giving birth to the most amazing little baby in the world. It's just so awesome. But yeah, like everyone here has been so welcoming, and it has been like a lot of new faces, and I think everyone has made the level just what it is. And obviously we're missing some amazing players who are off playing for their national teams, but it's been just the coolest experience so far.
So I guess the question is, Sophia, how do you feel coming back and playing your first minutes in more than a year?
Yeah, I feel good. I mean, I obviously am being very patient with myself. I think coming back from pregnancy is a very different thing. It's very different than coming back from an injury, and I think I'm giving myself grace because of that. But I feel really good. I feel like I've just been so eager to get like my first game minutes, so I feel like I've checked that box. I felt good, and obviously I'm so glad it was here in front of our fans, and I feel good. I'm excited to just keep progressing throughout the season and getting back to full form, but I feel really proud of myself where I'm at right now.
Any additional questions from back here, or do we keep it up front? Go ahead, Bill.
Another one for Soph and then one for both of you. Kind of curious, obviously Bella was out with a baby, Crystal had a baby when you were on the same team. Kind of curious if you've had like players that you've been able to look to for any sort of experience, because I know Bella talked a lot last year about kind of that being such a progression for her versus like coming back from an injury.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very fortunate to have had several teammates go through the same thing. I think the first one I saw go through it was Alex, and I saw her get back to playing at a very high level, and that was inspiring in itself. And then I saw Crystal go through it firsthand, and then Bella obviously, and I think all of them just did it with such grace, and they did it in a unique way that was best for them. And I think that's the key thing, is that everyone is different, every body is different, and everyone has their own path back. So I think just watching them go through it was good for me to see, because it showed me that you can do it. And I've always wanted to be a mom, and I think having those teammates go through it just gave me the confidence to do that and still be able to play the game that I love. So I feel fortunate that I've had teammates before me do it and do it with such grace, and just show me how to do it really.
And then for both of you, I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about each other's performance in the game today. Obviously, Renee scoring 3 or 4 goals, depending on if we're counting
Casual first
the
game.
official score line or not. And then Soph coming back, playing your first minutes in a while, and just like the crowd atmosphere every time Soph had a chance to get the ball. What that was like.
I mean, Renee played amazing the whole game. I think she kept it really composed, which is very hard to do in your first game in Providence Park. Like, it can be a lot of emotions and a lot of energy, and it can get it's easy to kind of get carried away and like want to do too much, which I probably did a few times because I was excited. But Renee kept her calm and just kept the midfield flowing, and then obviously had 4 great goals, which is also hard to do. So you played great.
Thanks, so. Yeah, like as you guys probably could tell, like immediately, like anytime Soph like gets near the ball or like when she was coming on, like such energy in the stadium, like so deserved. And I mean, of course you expect that because I'm sure everyone is just so happy to have her back, and I'm just so blessed to be playing next to her. But yeah, I mean, she had amazing chances of her own, like in her minutes, and I'm just like so proud of her to see her back on the field doing what she loves and inspiring me. I mean, I've been watching her play for years, and she's like, you know, one of the top players that I will always look up to. So I'm just excited to see her keep coming back. But she crushed it.
All right, I think that's all the questions we had in the room. Just making sure you guys are good back here. Sweet. All right. Well, thank you both for coming in.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.